This is a big hello to all of our NDIS support workers and staff that are participating in our NDIS workshops this week. I really wish that I could be with you in person, and unfortunately I had some other commitments that were organised some time ago, but I'm also coming down with a bit of a cold, so I want to keep my germs away anyway. But I didn't want to miss the opportunity to firstly just acknowledge you and say thank you for your support, your commitment, your professionalism, and the care that you show each day in the work that you do with Karakan. We can't do this without you, and I know that these are only words, but it's my way of saying to you, we see you, we need you, we are grateful for you. And I just want you to know that. And in the spirit of giving back to you, I really encourage, if you can, to come to our Karakan Christmas party this year, which is on the 29th of November, which is a Saturday at 6 p.m, because we want to give back to you some food and drinks and music, and just come and have some fun. And if you've got some hair, let it down. Clearly, I won't be doing that, but I'll certainly be having some fun. And it's a 70s theme, so for those of you that are old enough, you can get your little shindigs on from the 70s. I'm not that old. I was born in the early 80s, but I will be having some 70s fun on the night. But we encourage you to come. We want to say thank you to you. And if I was there in person, I would have had a bit of a conversation with you about a few things, which is a bit trickier to do when we're doing a video. But I just want to share a couple of thoughts with you that I've been reflecting on myself. As we come to the end of a year, I don't know about you, but I get to this time of year and I start to feel a bit tired. It's been a year of changes in the organisation. It's been a year of growth in our services. It's been a year where I know I and others have really stretched to make things happen. And with all of that, I know I can feel a little bit tired, and I certainly feel that a bit at the moment. And whilst I can feel that way, I find that it's an opportunity sometimes for me to think about, when feeling tired, it's hard sometimes to also feel the things that we're passionate about. And I've been reflecting, is the things that I'm passionate about that brings me to this work, is it still driving me? And I want you to think about that in your role as a support worker. Is the reason that you came to this work, the thing that you felt passionate about, the way that you wanted to make a difference, is that still driving you? And if it isn't, what do you need to do to revitalise? What do you need to do to honour for yourself so that you can feel that energy and that passion that once drove you and that you want to continue to drive you? And another way of putting that sometimes is, whilst you care for others and you support others all the time, what do you need? What fills your cup? And are you doing those things to fill your cup? Because I don't know about you, but when I am passionate and when I am connected to the things I feel passionate about, I feel energized about what I do. And we want to make sure that you have the support and are able to do the things that fill your cup, that energize you, because you're important. There's another thing I've been thinking about lately, and that is just how everything that matters in my life, whether professionally or personally, is anchored in connection with others. And I've been reflecting, do I feel connection in my work? Do I feel connection in my life with those around me? And what connections in my life could benefit from being strengthened? I've been thinking about that in terms of certain partnerships that are really important to the work we do. I've been thinking about, how do I strengthen my connections with our staff? So I'm not just somebody that sits in an office, but that they know me and I know them and they feel that I care. And I guess I invite you to consider what connections may need cultivating or nurturing in your life. It might be with a colleague. It might be with a client. It might be with a friend or perhaps even your spouse. It could be with your neighbour. I had an experience recently where I was at the shops and there was a man that was clearly sleeping rough lying on the ground, and everybody was walking past him. And I admittedly went to do the same thing, thinking I've got to get to the next thing, and I stopped and realised nobody was stopping to see if he was okay. And that led me to a 30-minute conversation with this man, hearing about his life, hearing about his struggles, offering a listening ear, getting him a bottle of water, helping him get a feed, and actually called an ambulance for him as well. But he shared his story, and I shared some of my own story of sleeping rough in years past. And I was reminded that connection can be with the most unexpected people sometimes in our lives when we stop and create space. I believe that connection is the food that we need to feel that we belong. So how can you experience the power of connection in the work that you do, in your life? So these are some of the things that I've been reflecting on as we come to the end of a year, as I feel a little tired, and as I look forward to the year to come, and I think to myself, what are the connections I'm going to focus on strengthening? How will I fill my cup so I can bring the passion to my work? Because my well-being matters as well as those I work with. Your well-being matters. So I'm going to leave you with that question. What is it that you need to honour in your life to have strong connections, to feel that passion, to have your cup full? I want to thank you again for everything that you do as an employee at Karakan and being part of a mission that matters, strengthening our community, making an impact in individual lives. That's why I come every day, and I believe and hope that that's why we all come. Sorry I couldn't be with you. Have a wonderful time with those that will be facilitating the workshop there today. And I always remind people, every Thursday my door is open. My door is open all the time, but every Thursday between 3 and 4, someone can call, you can pop in, you can Teams me, whatever works. But if there's something you need to talk about or something I can do to support you, please reach out. Happy holidays. Hope to see you at our staff Christmas party and getting jolly in the 70s. See ya.